Buddhism is very simple, and I'll say this right now. Buddhism is simply the study of yourself. And I'll say for some of you, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. You're going to feel physically uncomfortable. So move, shift your body, but do it quietly. Be considerate of those around you. But Buddhism is the study of the self. And to study the self means to forget the self. That you have to drop that dualistic notion that you, sit here in existence as a separate entity from everything else here in this room with you. I'll reduce the environment, or I'll reduce your mandala. See, mandala, just your environment, the universe that you inhabit. You know that you sit in the center of it. You're there behind your eyeballs, aren't you? You can hear me, you can feel your knees, you can feel your back, and you can talk to yourself at the same time. You're probably not hearing too much because you're so engaged in a conversation with yourself. See, the point is that you have to begin to drop that conversation. You have to come out of the picking and choosing mind. See, that's the mind that's judging, this is going to be bullshit, or, boy, I want to take care of this. See. I think if I use enough profanity, then Hogan will back off using the thing. See. But anyway, you're there. You're having a conversation with yourself, and that's why you have a problem. See, and you are experiencing yourself as sitting there in your body. You're conscious of seeing, hearing, smelling. If our Tenzo gets the kitchen going, you may be more aware of smelling. See, I could really go on. I'm not going to at this point. See.
Just raise your hand, I'll stop.
But see, you feel your back, you feel your butt. See, and you feel that you're contained within this skin bag. See, and that is an illusion. And the fact that you try to function from that is delusional behavior. We can call it ignorance. And in Buddha Dharma, there are 3 poisons. Greed, anger, and ignorance. Ignorance is the granddaddy of all of them. This is the problem of mankind. Gender-free mankind. See, of sentient beings. See, that you experience yourself as separate. That's called ignorance. And even the scientific community is beginning to realize that that's not real. See, while you feel isolated, sitting there in that skin bag, see, you feel isolated. And consequently, in your mind, you churn on how to make yourself feel comfortable, how to make yourself feel secure. And it is based upon, see, some wrong information. You're not separate. And I feel terrible for the experienced people, but I have to say this for the new people. See, the scientist will tell you what you're looking at now. You think it's outside of you. But that isn't the way the scientists view it. You're processing this off the visual cortex of your brain. See, all of this is going on in your brain, the visual cortex. And that's not even in the front of your brain. That's in the back. Wow. See, that should shake you just a little bit. See, but there is that illusion of separation, and the scientist will say, even this feeling of seeing and experiencing something outside of yourself, something here in front of you, see, is an illusion that the brain, it can bring about this projection. But it is an illusion. And if we can stop playing in the illusion of separation, if all of a sudden that sense of you sitting there as separate can drop, see, and this can be done in the words of the great Dogen Zenji, body and mind drop away. What does that mean? If you try to understand that from your discriminating consciousness, from your conceptual mind, you won't get it. It cannot be understood. It can only be experienced. Your life isn't something that you process through the intellect, like sitting in a class and by rote memory accumulating just miles and miles of data. See, facts. See, it's all illusion. You will never experience anything but the now. See? And in this moment, you're aware of this moment. See, there isn't anyone in this room that doesn't know that it's now. You get that? Think about it a little bit. Yeah, pull yourself together. Is it now? And in this nowness, are you aware? If you can catch that, see, then you're well along your way. Now, simply rest in that state of clarity, that state of awareness. Maintain that, see, until the illusion of separation drops away. And if that illusion of separation drops away, you experience the oneness. See, they talk about this, the old masters. The world of oneness isn't something that you conceptualize, it is something that you actualize. It is the state of absolute being. Remember, the only thing that you know for sure is that you're awake and you're aware. Everything else is illusion.